Hey, how's it going? It's the video Store Sasquatch. I'm here today doing our first ever review for the channel. It was Longlegs, directed by Oz Perkins. It just came out this weekend. It had really high reviews, a lot of 4 stars, a couple of them saying that this age is Silence of the Lambs. It stars Maika Monroe, Nicolas Cage, Blair Underwood, and Alicia Witt. Maika Monroe plays Lee Harkin. Basically, what happens is Agent Lee Harkin is kind of decided that she has an ESP or some kind of special gift through psychological evaluation at the FBI, and through the fact that in the very beginning she kind of knows where this murderer is right away. I don't think that's really a spoiler alert because it's kind of right away in the story, so I'm not going to kind of give that away. And then so her boss pushes her kind of against the company's will, like Michelle Lee Choi is in it. She plays Agent Browning. She is very against Lee Harking being involved in this, but as we all find out everything, it's a good decision that she was in it. We're gonna kind of IMDb was a 7.4 score. I think that's a little high. Um, we start in 1979, kind of a cold opening. We have Nicolas Cage pull up to a house. He has long legs. We don't really see his face, but we know it's him just kind of by his mannerisms. And then it's a 3-part movie, so it moves to part one. We immediately, like I said, she's in part of this original investigation of another serial killer. She kind of picks out his house right away. It's unfortunate for her partner that happens. And then she gets put on the long legs case, like I said, through Agent Carter. And then we go to part two. This is where Longlegs first goes to kind of play with Lee, let him know that he knows who she is. This is where we first meet Alicia Witt too, who is Ruth Harker, Lee Harkin's mom. And that is kind of weird because Alicia Witt does not seem like she would be old enough to be this girl's mom, but that's fine. And then we won't go into part three much, but that's where all the spoilers are, and that's kind of the end of the movie and how everything played out. Um, this was a slow burn movie. There's a lot of easy twists. That's why I'm kind of being vague with my rundown with the people who are involved with it. I don't want to ruin any kind of twist that maybe you didn't see coming with it. I put it in the horror thriller genre. I think if you look it up, that's right. I mean, especially if you're going to kind of compare it to Silence of the Lambs and those movies. That genre, I give it a C. Overall, when we're looking at movies overall, I give it a D plus. Nicolas Cage is a little over the top. As a matter of fact, the 3 girls next to me were laughing at him, and they're not laughing at him in a good way where they're kind of enjoying what he's doing. They're laughing at him and the fact that he is overacting or over kind of playing this guy. It's funny. He's kind of twisted. He's not the problem in this movie. The problem with this movie is they thought it was a little bit smarter than it was, and that is just my personal opinion. Of course, if you watch it and you like it, hey, that's your personal opinion. Things I'd change here is probably have a better tempo. I'd probably make it a little bit faster. I'd hit the beats a little bit quicker. Maybe instead of the cold opening, or if we're gonna have a cold opening, we show long legs in action, or whatever is going on with long legs in action. I think would be a better idea. What I liked about it, I liked Maika Monroe. I think she's gonna be a star. I watched her at It Follows, and that was one of those movies where at first I didn't like it, and the next day I kind of something happened. If you've seen that movie where they kind of walk to it, that kind of happened in a neighborhood, and this old guy walked towards me. It made me think of this movie, so I also kind of respect that movie a lot more because all of a sudden I realized, hey, they got me the next day because the next day I saw this old guy walking towards me, and I was like, oh, it's following me. Alicia Witt playing a very older version of herself than you'd think that she would play. She this doesn't it doesn't fit, but she does a very good job in it. She made it herself. Good for her. This movie was, like I said, I mean, we got to see, so it's just average. It's an average horror or thriller movie. It's a neon movie. Last week I saw Maxine, and that is A24. And I always said, and they showed a bunch of A24 movies, and I was like, well, this movie better be good, or I'm probably not going to see a single one of those movies. But this studio, they showed a bunch of neon movies coming out, and now I'm kind of hesitant on maybe I want to see them, maybe I don't want to see them. You know, I was watching the Friday the 13th documentary, and the guy kind of said it best. You're always gonna be based off your last movie. So if this movie I didn't like, why would I go see your next movie? And in case of those lower and the smaller studios like A24, Neon, a couple other ones, that's just how it kind of rolls. See here, recommendation here. I wait till it's free streaming in October. It'll be on one of the big ones. It's Neon, so probably Hulu. Yeah, do that. You'll enjoy it. I mean, you'll enjoy it in October. It'll be more in its place. This is kind of, the middle of summer. It's just about to heat up. We have Twisters coming out. We have Deadpool, Wolverine coming out after that. We have the Aliens movie coming out. We have just a couple of these, Beetlejuice coming out. There's a lot of movies in this next month and a half or so that's going to be, tell you how this 2004 is going to end up. We have the top 10 list on Facebook here, and that description will be in this page, and that link will be in this page in the description below. Um, Later this week, we'll be doing Throwback Thursday for the first time. We're going to take a movie from the 90s. I haven't really decided. I think there's From You in the 90s and on Netflix. I'll probably pick one of those movies. We'll do a deep dive. And why deep dive? I mean, we'll do it then and now with the cast. We'll do we'll do maybe a character study too along in the movie. So we'll probably try to find a character driven movie, or at least a character that's kind of shady. Maybe point out some shady stuff about him. Maybe a younger or actor that's established today wasn't established then. We'll figure it out. And then Friday night horror night in the cave. We're just gonna go to Shudder for the first time. We're just gonna pick a random Shudder movie that night, or yeah, that night, and then I will do a little deep dive into it, a little review, kind of like this. And then streaming Saturday, I think we're gonna do the Challengers. I missed that when it came out in theaters. We'll come back. Zendaya is gonna be hot. You know what I mean? We have Dune coming out. We probably have Spider-Man's coming out eventually. We have the Venom's coming out. So that'll probably be a good movie to kind of look at her. Next week we're gonna do Twisters, of course. There's no way we're not gonna do that movie. There's no way I'm not gonna go see that movie. I've been looking forward to that since I saw the first preview for, I believe, around the Super Bowl time. Um, guys, let's get to the theaters. Let's watch some of these movies. Maxine is one of the ones that's good. It's still in the theaters. You probably have one more week of Bad Boys, Ride or Die. What's the third one? We'll go with Kinds of Kindness. Low budget. It probably only has one more week in it. That movie will definitely be on Hulu. Knowing the studios, it's Fox Searchlight, which is mostly ran with Hulu and Disney and all those. So look for that within the next probably month or two if you don't have any time. But go see it in theaters if you do. It's a week. You have Inside Out 2, probably have another week in it. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe and comment movies for me. Let me know what movies you want me to review for Throwback Thursday, for a horror movie, for anything we want to do. We're just going to hit this channel running. And have a good rest of your week. And thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment your top movie picks for Throwback Thursday in the comment section. And see you next time in the cave.